Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jehovah, and Yahweh Shai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach the truth and rest like to do so. Man, it's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, video is edifying to you, Akim. Lord willing, it spark brothers to do a video. Lord willing, I can answer any other questions our brothers might have had, man. Basically, this is gonna get on basically American, man. You gotta understand what this place is about. This place is, scripture says, it's not our rest, man. Okay, so this place is about, why was this place set up? It was set up for Israelite captivity. Okay, this place is called Sodom and Egypt in the scriptures. Okay, because of all the gay shit that go on, right, in the bondage of our people. Okay, so it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you do. You're not gonna prevent the shit. You're not gonna prevent things until this man is taken out into this place is destroyed. Okay, and it's the reason why this place is gonna be destroyed. But it shouldn't take a killing of another Jake for you people to realize that this ain't heaven. Okay, this ain't the place where you want to establish your this not a, you want to survive in this place while you're here, but this is not a place where you want to try to flourish. This is a place where you need to be getting right with your power and one with your power, which is Yahweh Yahweh Shai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. It's like if I said that wrong the first time. Okay? This is an opportunity, a chance to get right with your power. That's why in the scriptures in 2nd Esdras, the 15th or 16th chapter, maybe the 14th, I might get it. It says, while they yet had liberty. Okay? Right now you got liberty to either do right or you got liberty to do wrong. Okay? Salakia, let me go ahead and get the scriptures popping. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Now look, virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, the virgin daughter of Babylon is America. What does Babel mean? Babel, what does Babel mean? Okay, you got to break down what that means. Babel means confusion. Okay, confusion. Whenever you have a melting pot of people and there's no separation between different cultures or between different styles of living, and you have a lot of homosexuality that go on and a whole lot of sacrifices in on the left hand side that go on, you get nothing but confusion out of that. Okay, you can't produce anything but confusion. That's why it's the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, this place hasn't been touched with war yet, but right when you go into Revelations, what did John the Revelator see? Okay, he saw this place being touched by 200,000 things that could blow up, that fly over and blow up, which is what called nukes, ICBM missiles, man. Okay. It only makes sense because even when you go into 2nd Esdras, it tells you, right, that arrow is going to be shot from one part of the earth to the other part of the earth. Okay, so it's evident if you can get it. Okay, if you can get it, you got to understand that the scriptures are, it speaks in a lot of metaphors. It's symbolic to certain things. Okay, and when men back then, right, which was us, if you can get that as well, men back then only used words from the things that they saw back then. They didn't know missile, the terminology we use now. They just described it in things that they were seeing on their everyday basis. So the words that they were seeing on their everyday basis, they used to describe missiles, right? Or the visions that they were seeing, okay? This is 2, it says, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right. Expose this place. Okay, this is 3. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay, as for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay, this place is not going to be any more called the Lady of Kingdoms, man. Okay, how is it that this place controls the whole world? You know why this place controls the whole world? Because it was set up that way. This is the youngest place on the globe, the youngest the youngest country on the globe, and it controls everything. That's prophecy. That was supposed to happen. Okay, so either two things gonna happen, man. You either gonna get right with your power, or you're gonna get destroyed here with these people, man. Okay. It says this is 6. It says, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Right. Upon the ancient is talking about the elect. But it says, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance. Okay, and I've given them into thine hand. Right. We was giving it to these people's hand. Okay? We was giving it to these people's hand, but guess what? The remnant, the 144,000 in the elect, the 144,000, which is the elect, in the 1/3, right, are going to be saved up out of this place, man. So that's when the real fight starts. The real fight doesn't start when you ride. I mean, yeah, those are the beginning of, leading up to martial law, but in a race wars. But that's not if Esau swore, a blessing is a sword, right? And y'all try to take up swords. You try to take up swords against a person who blessing was a sword, right? You're not going, you ain't going to win, okay? Because scripture say the vengeance is the most high. The vengeance is the most high. It's not ours, okay? Vengeance is the most high's, man. Okay, which we got to understand that we have to sit back and wait, even though it's hard to wait, even though it's hard to look at them do what they do, to our folks. Don't get me wrong, I'm not cutting no slack for nobody. That shit was fucked up. I couldn't even watch the video, right? I couldn't even watch it all the way. It was because my temper, right? So, but understand that the destruction of this place is going to come in phases, okay? And it really is going to be destroyed when the elect get that power, man. And Yahweh Shai is on his way back. That's when this place is really going to be destroyed, okay? This is 7. It says, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever. So thou didst not lay these things in thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, right? I would be a lady forever. That means I would stand forever, right? But then she didn't consider what the fuck was going to happen at the end. You didn't consider about that the Most High was going to return and get his people. Okay, it says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwell carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. See? It says, I shall not sit as a widow, nor shall she know loss of children. But guess what? You will. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be enabled to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Okay? This is all hell coming for this place, man. This is all hell coming for this place. Anything you do, you ain't gonna get away. Anything these heathens do, they're not gonna get away with it. Okay? They're not gonna get away with it. But look, the wisest thing for you to do, right, is to get right with your power, man. You know? Get right with your power. The only reason why we set up is to teach the Most High's word, man. And hopefully receive the salvation in the time to come. Because shit gonna get a lot worse. Things gonna get a lot worse. If you think shit finna get better for you so-called blacks, natives, and so-called Mexicans, shit finna get 10 times, 100 times worse. It has to before the end come. Okay? But with it getting worse, with it getting bad, understand that the remnant is going to be risen up. Okay, understand that Yahweh Shai is going to come back as well and slay, and that's going to be in game for all the nations, man. Okay, it says let me go down. This is 13. It says, "Thou art." Oh, let me see where I'm at. Okay, good. It says, "Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it." Okay? It says, "Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, and none shall save thee." Okay? Yeah. So there's no hope for this place, man. There's no hope for this place when the Most High touch it. But understand that the Most High is going to touch it on his time. He's not going to touch it on our time. But we understand that if we look at the time, we can see what time we in. Okay? You can see what time we in, right? Of wars among people. We in time of the end, man. You know? Listen, man, look. When you go to Jeremiah 50, right, and you go to, Baruch, right? Scriptures that we always bring out. You gotta, it says, in the days, we gonna, in the land of our captivity, we're gonna remember our name, right? Israel, Judah, and Israel gonna come together, preaching this word. Okay? We are in the time of the end, man. We in the time of the end. So with us being in the time of the end, right, it's good, but a lot more bad is gonna happen. Okay? A lot more bad is gonna happen, man. But understand that salvation is coming, man. Understand that Yahweh's gonna send Yahweh back, man. And salvation is coming for those who has done the work, right? Right, and even if you got to be born again, understand that, the next world to come, right? The next rulership to come, okay? Because there's not going to be another earth created, but the next rulership to come, the next people that's going to be in power is the Israelites, man. Starting when it's Yahweh Shai's kingdom, okay? And we just hope to be joint heirs of it, which is the elect, 144,000, in the 1/3, man. This is 2nd Esdras 13. And when you read from 1 all the way down, it tells you that just the power that Yahweh Shai was gonna have, man. And I'll get into it, but that's another video for another time. But this tells you, that they're gonna be scared, but they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight in the time of the end, man. They're gonna be scared, but they're gonna fight. Okay, when that real war pop off, when they see Yahweh Shai coming back, man. Okay, I'm just reading a little bit of it. It says, I started at 8. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, and they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. And yes, you know what? Let me start up. It's 2 Ezra 13 and 3. It says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Okay, so this is talking about Yahweh Shai. It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Okay, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Now, those men are talking about those different nations that's going to be warned at the time. Okay, warned at the time, but they're going to turn up and look in war with Yahweh Shai, man. But understand, you know, that voice that's going to pop out that's a blast of fire. That's a form of fire. That's a form of, you know, like lasers, you know, coming out, you know, to destroy these people. Okay, it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Now, he didn't actually fly upon the mountain. That's talking about a chariot he flew upon. It says, but I will have seen the region, our place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. So he looked to see. In a vision, what mountain did he cut? He couldn't find where he cut out the mountain at. Okay, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, because it wasn't a mountain, it's a chariot. Okay, that he flew upon. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yes, there's fight. Okay, it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Right. And that's the fight. That's the fight. The fight is not looting, man. The fight is not rioting, man. The fight is not, you know, shooting back at the police. Man, the fight is not that, okay? That's not the real. You're going to lose until this happens, okay? Until Yahweh Shai come back, all right? Because the fight is his, man. They can't fight an angelic force. The 144,000 elect men, when they get that power, Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. I hope to be. When we get that power, it's over with. It's over with. Okay? There's not a gun that's going to be able to save them. That's not a bomb that's going to be able to save them. There's not a bazooka that's going to be. There's not even their 21st century weapons that we don't even know about. There's nothing that's going to be able to save them, man. Okay? From that. Okay? From that, because that's something you have never, ever seen with your own two eyes unless it was on a TV screen. Okay. Let me get this and I'm gonna end the video. This is let me get this. This is 2 Ezra 15:10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring, now check this out, because it's going to compliment Egypt, right? It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Look, it says, I will, as before, I will smite Egypt with plagues. So this is not talking about Egypt in Africa. This is talking about Egypt, America, okay? But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, it will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Okay? Understand that, man. Understand that. Okay? So that's proven, man. That's this Egypt. Even it says Sodom and Egypt when you go into Revelations. This Egypt is not talking about the Egypt, even in Deuteronomy 28, verse 60, is not talking about that Egypt. It's talking about America. Okay? This place is known as Babylon. This place is known as Egypt. This Babylon for the confusion, Egypt for the bondage, Sodom for all the backwards sexuality, all the homosexuality that go on in this place, man. Okay. And this is let me get right here. 2 Ezra 9. And 6, it says, even so the times also of the highs have planned beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which, right, it says, I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Okay, it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which not have abused my ways. Right, so you're going to be in pitiful case if you have been sinning willfully, especially if you heard this word. If you just man falls 7 times, but if you don't get back up again, man, and you just continue to go left and go left and go left and go left and, do wrong and just be a nigga, right? You're going to be destroyed, man. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty. And loath means to have a strong hatred, right? So it says, and they that have loathed had a strong hatred for the Most High's law. That's what that means. It says, while they had yet liberty. Liberty what? To either get right or to keep doing wrong in this place that promotes wickedness. And when as yet place, and not just this place, all across the globe. It says, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, because that's what you have liberty to do, is to repent. It says, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain, and therefore be thou not. Well, that was the point right there. It says, the same shall know it after death by pain, man. Okay? And it's a lot more. And when you go down to 15, 16, 17, which is all good to read, there's a lot more that's going to be destroyed than saved, man. So understand this, man. The fight ain't what y'all think it is. The fight ain't what you think it is, man. The fight is, man, this devil is real crafty. This devil is real smart, man. You had the devil. You had police officers looting, dressed up and looting and rioting too. Okay? They know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. It's a trap. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the okie doke. Okay? Don't fall for the okie doke. And the okie doke is to riot. The okie doke is to get caught up into the madness that's going on. The okie doke is to get in your emotions and getting your feelings about this. That's what they want you to do. They feed off that, they play off that, and they capitalize off it every time. The best thing for you to do is turn to Yahweh right? Turn to Yahweh Shai, fix your ways, and wait for the real fight to begin. You know. So with that, Lord willing, the video was edifying. Lord willing, brothers got something from this video. I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rakakodash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Lord willing, I'll answer any questions brothers might have. You know, Lord willing, man, we get up out of here, man. And Lord willing, you brothers stay safe. And keep pushing, man. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say shalom to Yakim, shalom.